guys, welcome back to the channel. I actually haven't introduced myself, although many of the viewers watching right now are my friends and family. I thought I would do a video so you guys get to know me a bit better. So I have my laptop here with all the questions pulled up. I got my dog here, if you do see something move around here. But yeah, this is the 100 questions to get to know me. Question 1, who is your hero? My parents. Question 2, if you could live anywhere, where would it be? So I'd probably say Iceland. I really like their history and just the land's very magical from what I see. And it's actually one of the places where my brother wants to visit. It's just a very gorgeous place. Question 3, what is your biggest fear? Definitely the unknown. So I'm scared of the dark, not because of what the dark is, but because I can't see what's in it, and I don't know what's there. Same with I'm scared of the sea, purely because if I look down I can't see what's underneath me. I don't know what's there. I'm also scared of going for a lot of my dreams because I don't know what will come out of it. Like all my little fears all have this thing in common, and it is the unknown. I am scared of the unknown. Question 4, what is your favourite family vacation? So my dad's a farmer, so we don't really go on massive holidays. We usually just travel down to Edinburgh once a year. But my favourite vacation was actually the one and only time I've gone abroad with my family, and we went to France to see my family that live in France. And although I got food poisoning and had a panic attack on the plane and just disaster for me, I actually really enjoyed seeing my family, seeing my cousins across there. I haven't seen them in a while. Question 5, what would you change about yourself if you could? I would call myself a night owl. I stay up way too late, and I definitely am not a morning person. But if I was to change anything about myself that would make me a better person, I would definitely be a morning person. My mum's the only morning person in the family. Dad's forced to get up because of his work. But I think if he had the choice, he would lion. Same with all my siblings, they're very much a lion kind of people. Question 6, what really makes you angry? This one is very easy for me to answer. I don't like the whole dark humor side of people, that they make racist jokes, sexist jokes, homophobic jokes, and they just cover it under an umbrella of dark humor. And it's just, I don't see why they do it. By this day and age, you would think they would have realized it's not okay and aged out of it and grown up and been mature. But there's so many people that still use derogatory terms as a joke, and it's just not funny. And it really aggravates me because it's such an easy concept to grasp and they just can't do it. Question 7, what motivates you to work hard? So I'm very much a procrastinator. I like sitting in my bed watching YouTube and TikToks. But the one big factor that does motivate me to work harder is the fear of failure and disappointing people. Physically, I am a hard worker. I work on a farm, I waitress, and that ones I find really easy to motivate because I know I have this job done, I need to serve this many customers, feed this many cows in this amount of time frame, and I find that really easy. But online stuff and schoolwork, where it's just kind of a blurred line, I find it really hard to motivate myself. But the one thing that does keep me motivated is the fear of failure. I'm also a bit of a teacher's pet, so missing a deadline to me is a big thing. So definitely the fear of disappointing my teacher is a hard motivator for me. Question 8, what is your favourite thing about your career? So obviously I'm a teenager right now, so I've not really gone into a career path right now. Definitely hoping it's something sciencey, maybe with animals or agriculture. So I'll base it off the jobs I have right now. One, I work as a waitress. And the favourite thing about being a waitress is hearing all the gossip, because we're quite a small island. So my second job I would class as working at the farm. Although it is a family business, I still do get paid. And my favourite thing about that job, it's hard. I really enjoy doing the paperwork side of the farm. I do a lot of the on-farm paperwork. When the vets come, I usually help them do the paperwork for what cows getting vaccinations, what cows getting bloods taken, and labelling bloods and all that. I really enjoy that side of it. But also being around the animals and just having that bond to the animals. But altogether, I really enjoy working at the farm. Question 9, what is your biggest complaint about your job? So once again, I'll break it into my 2 jobs. So my biggest complaint about my job for waitressing, on quiet days when there's like 1 person in, it's really boring and it gets so tedious, and it's just, you're not motivated to go to work if you know it's going to be a quiet day. Now there's probably a lot of things in the farm that I could complain about, like having to shovel shit. I'm okay with that. I personally, I don't mind doing it. But my biggest complaint would be having to drive the dumper. I just think that machine looks like a bog and I just don't like driving it. I refuse to drive it now. I think I've driven it once and that was to put it back in the shed. But there's probably a lot more that I can complain about at the farm, but there we go. Question 10, what is your proudest accomplishment? Ellie, it's about to pop up, is climbing up Ben Nevis. Question 11, what is your child's proudest accomplishment? I don't have children. Question 12, what is your favourite book to read? Jasmine Warga, I think her last name. I butcher people's names. My Heart and Other Black Holes. It's one that I read a couple of months ago and it just really stuck with me. Like there's a lot of lines in the book that like really resonate with my life and kind of it makes you think about life a lot more than I probably should. Question 13, what makes you laugh the most? Probably my dad. Me and my dad, like the whole time, we'll just walk about and then just be like, boo. And it's just like, we just have loads of little like quirky jokes, like inside jokes, I guess you would call it. I don't know, my dad just makes me laugh a lot. Question 14, what was the last movie you went to? What did you think of it? So we're in quarantine, so I haven't gone to any movies. But the last movie I watched was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and 2. So technically the last one I watched was Volume 2. And I've never watched them before and I think they're amazing. They're now like my new favourite movie. Question 15. What did you want to be when you were small? A vet. Question 16. What does your child want to be when she grows up? I don't have children. I'm starting to think this one's meant to be answered by adults. But you know what, if I'm going off my child being my cat, I think when my cat grows up, he would want to be a cat. Question 17. If you could choose to do anything for one day, what would it be? Definitely go to space. Question 18. What is your favourite game or sport to watch/play? I enjoy playing Octopus, but I don't enjoy watching Octopus as much, so I would have to say hockey. Question 19. Would you rather ride a bike, ride a horse, or drive a car? I personally am a horse rider, although I have done motocross and I hopefully will pass my test in the next few months. I definitely enjoy riding horses more. I find it really therapeutic when I am out on a horse. It is just having to go out and like tack them up that's the boring part. Question 20. What would you sing at karaoke night? I really have no idea. I sing a lot. So literally anything that's like just a good UK bopper. Question 21. What 2 radio stations do you listen to most in the car? I only really listen to BBC Radio 1.
I would just like to add, I only listen to the radio in summertime when I'm stuck in a tractor and can't connect my phone to the Bluetooth. Otherwise, I'm listening to my own music, but if I am listening to the radio, it literally is just BBC Radio 1, BBC Radio 2, and MFR, like your basic radio stations. So yeah.
Question 22. Which would you rather do? Wash dishes, mow the lawn, clean the bathroom, or vacuum the house? So I do all of these anyways, apart from mowing the lawn. I do it, but usually my brother does it because I can't be bothered. I would say cleaning the bathroom. I've always cleaned the bathroom since I was PD. Question 23. If you could hire someone to help you, would it be with cooking, cleaning, or yard work? I enjoy cleaning, but cleaning the whole house is a hard job. So I would probably say if I was to hire anyone, it would be for cleaning. Question 24. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? I look at it from a very scientific view of like you need to have like each category, so it would probably have to be a baked potato with tuna and sweet corn and cheese.
Question 25. Who is your favourite author?
I don't really read books for an author. I read it for the content in the book, but I would have to say Veronica Roth, who wrote the Divergent series. Question 26. Have you ever had a nickname? What is it? So my only really nickname was Ginger growing up. Doing the theatre lighting, there is one guy, since my name is Devon, his nickname for me is Cornwall. But that's kind of the only nicknames I have growing up. Do you like or dislike surprises? I don't really dislike or like surprises. If they happen, cool. If they don't, I'm not that bothered. Question 28. Would you rather play a game, visit a relative, watch a movie, or read? So right now it would be watching a movie. Question 29. Would you rather a vacation in Hawaii or Alaska? I wouldn't mind going to Alaska, but I think I would die in the cold. Question 30. Would you rather win the lottery or work at the perfect job? Although winning the lottery would be nice because I wouldn't have to work, I would definitely say working at the perfect job, because I will be working at that job for the rest of my life, and if it is the perfect job, I will enjoy doing it and it will be decent pay. Question 31. Who would you want to be stranded with on a desert island? My brother, River. Purely because I feel like he'd be really resourceful. And if not, like, I can cry. I can just cry at him and he'll have to deal with it because he's my brother. If money was no object, what would you do all day? I would probably invest in a lot of things, so like I could get money after this day had passed, or like book loads of holidays for the future, so after that day's passed I still have the money. If not, I would go on like a day trip to space. I don't think that's possible, but I really want to go to space. Question 33. If you could go back in time, what year would you travel to? This may seem really boring, but I would go back to 2010. My older brother still lived with me, and wish I could go back to that time where life was easy and me and my brothers would go outside with like twigs that looked like guns and pretend we're playing in Jurassic Park. Question 34. How would your friends describe you?
I made the awful mistake of asking one of my best friends for an example. This kind of just illustrates our whole friendship in one bubble, so you can have a read here about how she describes me. I would also like to add Ellie is a fellow ginger before anyone has a stab at her for having a go at gingers. She is ginger. But I hope this kind of somewhat describes me in a bubble. I would also like to think my friends think I am kind of caring and nice, but I'm also very much a weirdo.
Question 35. What are your hobbies? So I have quite a few hobbies. Definitely growing up I had a lot more. So at this current time I play octopus. I also play hockey. I horse ride. I do occasionally read. And now that I've started up a YouTube channel, I consider a hobby. Question 36. What is the best gift you've been given? Although I've gotten many gifts over the years, and a lot of them are very meaningful, and I do love them and I appreciate them, this is the best gift I can think about at the minute of like a practical gift. It's this really long water bottle. I could do a whole video on this thing. I love it. Like, you can fit it around your back and your front. Got a cold neck? No problem. Got cold legs? No problem. Got cold feet? No problem. So that hot water bottle, hands down one of the best gifts I've ever been given. Question 37. What is the worst gift you've received? Like, I could be mean, but I literally can't think of anything that I've got and I've been like, what the heck is this? What am I going to use it for? So probably the worst gift I've been given is like bath bombs or something, because I have so many now. But it's fine because I have a lot of baths and I enjoy bath bombs. If you gift me anything, I'm thankful. Question 38. What's one thing you cannot go a day without? So apart from necessities, I would say any source of music or like background sound. I really struggle being in silence. So something I probably couldn't live without is YouTube or some sort of streaming platform that I could get music or talking or podcasts on. Question 39. List 2 pet peeves. Pet peeve number 1, people cracking their knuckles, their necks, anything on their body clicking, that freaks me out. Pet peeve number 2 is when I'm talking to someone and then someone butts in and it's like, oh, did I ask? And I'm like, hello, I wasn't talking to you. Why are you getting? Question 40. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? So in 5 years, I will be 23. So I'm not really sure what I want to do in my life at the minute. Very confused. I had it all planned and then it all just went poof. So right now, in 5 years, I want to be happy, to have a stable income. I would hope I move out of my family house. Relationship in 5 years, I don't really mind if I'm still single. I don't have very high expectations for me in 5 years. Question 41. How many pairs of shoes do you own? So altogether, counting my shoes and my boots, I have 28 pairs. Question 42. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have? Probably the powers that the Scarlet Witch has, just because I think it looks badass. Like either that or like the ability to teleport, because that means I could lay in my bed until like 2 minutes before school and then just like teleport into school. Question 43. What would you do if you won the lottery? Go to space. Or I would like save it and like invest, but that's the boring option. Question 44. What form of public transport do you prefer? I just like traveling in cars, although it takes longer. I get really bad panic attacks on planes. Buses bore me because they're really loud, and there's other people that I don't know on it, and it's just I love a good road trip in a car. Question 45. What is your favorite zoo animal? Pandas. Even though I really don't enjoy zoos because the enclosures the animals are in the zoo, it's very small. Just going off my favorite animal that can be found in a zoo would be pandas. Question 46. If you could go back in time and change one thing, what would it be? Probably every time I've gotten drunk. It would solve a lot of issues in your life.
If you could have lunch with any one person, dead or alive, who would it be?
Probably my great-great-granddad. I feel like he would have a lot of stories to tell me. Question 48. How many pillows do you sleep with? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I sleep with 5 pillows altogether, which may be excessive, but you know, I like my pillows. I'm lonely. Question 49. What's the longest you've gone without sleep? So probably like 36 hours. And question 50. What is the tallest building you've been to the top in? Probably the cathedral at where I live. So I think I'm gonna end this video at 50 questions.
Just popping on to say I'm not quite sure how to link future videos onto my end screen. If I figure this out, this point in the video will be absolutely pointless, but I don't think I will. So I'm just here to say part 2 will be on later on this week. It may already be out by the time you're watching this. So if I figure out a way, it will be either pinned here or linked on my end screen. And if not, just have a look on my channel and it'll be the next video posted after this one.
Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed learning a bit more about me. I don't think I'm that much of an intriguing person, and I definitely don't think this questions show my real true self. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day. Leave a like and comment, and we'll see you later. Bye!